Hi, everyone. Linda G here, and I'm with Celtic Tarot-Sheila. Thanks for coming, Sheila.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I mean, I'm always grateful for the invite. It's nice to be thought of.
Aw. You always had such pretty background, very soft.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I work hard on it because I'm not natural at it.
Really, it's something
I
that you
take
have hard
hours.
And you look and you say, no, not there, not that.
I do.
Your kids probably hate shopping with you.
They do. They really do. They don't go.
Because you have a hard time making up your mind.
Yeah, that's that Gemini in me. I'm sure of it. Just that I always have. Sometimes when I go shopping, I literally buy two of almost everything that I buy. I didn't know that was a problem until somebody pointed that out, and I have no idea. Still till this day, I buy two of almost everything that I buy.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird. Except for clothes, I don't normally do two of a clothes, but when I go grocery shopping or something like that, it's two of everything. I don't know.
But do you waste very much, or?
No, I think what happens is I like my luxuries. And if I run out of a luxury, it's probably because I forgot to go get some. But I kind of button that up with always having a second one on hand.
Okay. Well, back in the day, I used to be a drinker. I used to have two of the big, huge jugs of wine. I always bought two.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Oh, Kevin, the healing medium is here.
Oh, hi, Kevin. We still need to do a collaboration.
Everybody's showing up. Aisha's here. Marian, Buddha, Connie. So, listen, I do have some questions, and you do too. But can we talk about the elephant in the room right away?
Which one? The picture book that Trump was handed to keep him busy?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know he was handed a picture book. Tell me.
He comes out yesterday, of course, to talk to the media coming out of court, and he has like a stack of paper, and it looks like his team has literally handed him a whole bunch of like news, whatever, just accolades upon accolades, a stack of these. I'm like, oh, they gave him a picture book to keep him
That
busy.
sounds totally right. Thanks, Luana. Yeah. Oh my God. I love it. Yeah, he just talks out his rear. No, let's talk about the bombing that happened with Israel. Now, apparently it was very lightweight. They could have done some damage and they didn't. It was even lighter weight than the one that Iran did to Israel.
Right.
I don't see anything coming of this. I mean, when you first hear it, you think, oh, Lord, here we go, World War III. But I'm almost feeling like it's so minor. It's like a tap, 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 tap.
I get the same impression. Every time I see it or I hear about it, I don't get panicked. I don't get really worried. It's almost like it's like drama that will die down. Like they'll get bored of this. That's the feeling I get.
Okay. Well, they could have had it, or done damage to a nuclear site. There's a lot of things they could have done. And they're all talking big, you will face, But actually, I know that they went over Biden's head. No, Biden's head. Because he said, please, just leave it be, Just let it go. But they didn't. And that Netanyahu doesn't listen.
Well, no. And, that's the one thing that we have to keep on remembering. Biden is not president over Israel.
Yeah.
He doesn't have, he can influence anybody he wants and try to influence, but he still has no say so.
Well, but Netanyahu will take our money and then not take our advice. Clinton talked about that.
Yep.
Clinton talked about you can talk to that guy till you're blue in the face, and he still turns around and does what he wants to do. It's a very right-wing administration, by the way. It's like Trump. Trump is the same way.
Yeah.
He'll nod his head and then do what he wants to do.
True. That is very true.
Let's look real quick. I just want to look at Israel and are we looking at other? Ooh. I just got a hit about not Iran directly, but it is Iran. It's a terrorist group that is connected to Iran. Because I guess Hamas is connected to Iran. But it's not Hamas, it's a different group.
Well, you know who I just pictured was that guy that ran his team up with Putin up. Gosh, I can't even think. Why do I not ever get my words when I want to?
The one that was killed?
Russia. Remember that guy that was, and he ran all of his troops up Russia?
Yeah, and then they killed him in a plane. Russia did.
I just got a picture of him. Is it maybe his people who is? Do you see what I'm saying?
It was now this feels different. This feels different. It's not Russia, but Russia is talking in everybody's ear. Russia wants a full war. They want the United States to take the focus off of.
Oh, absolutely.
Off of, Ukraine. By the way, Ukraine will get the money. It will pass. So my outcome is there's more danger, but it's not Armageddon, thank goodness. Bad decisions, not listening to the light. I don't know like with Johnson, I don't know what happened to him that made him say, we cannot let Russia take over Ukraine. He was so dead set against this. Then he changed. But I know I prayed so hard to wrap him around with light and begged him psychically to please, I
think he's got the message that I think he's got the message that the American people will never forgive him.
Yeah, I don't know where he got it though. Well, he changed on a dime.
He did. I think he got that message either whatever, but I think he literally got that message at that moment that the American people will never forgive him for letting Russia take over Ukraine. They will never forgive him for that. I really do believe that he understands that, the majority of people want us to help Ukraine.
Well, I know Intel got to him. I know he had a meeting with Intel and came out looking a little shook up. Maybe the Intel even said to him, you know what? This is what will happen if you don't support Ukraine. I don't know what they told him, but it was enough that it shook him up. It woke him up. Enough to stand over Marjorie Taylor Greene, who thinks she's king for a day.
That woman needs. I think if they were the smart people that we want them to be, they would out her just like they did with Santos. I think they need to kick her out just as much as they.
Right, she's gonna get even what's his name?
Yep.
My astrologer, Andre. We did a show yesterday. He said, yeah, it looks like she'll still win, which I thought too. I saw Lauren Boebert going to the wayside.
Yeah.
But he said she's got big troubles coming in 2025. I think that's when Jack Smith comes in and tags her as an insurrectionist. There's a lot of bad news for her.
We should read on her. But you know what I got for the Israel and the war? I got the 7 of Swords, which is a lot of disinformation as usual, and the betrayal. It's all about an ego of a betrayal. And because I got the page of cups, it's all about immature emotions going on right now. And then everybody getting together and talking and having like meetings upon meetings. Oh. So I'm not sure exactly what the point is over there, but it seems like so-and-so called my mama blah, 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 and now I'm upset kind of a thing. That's the reason why I think we're not getting we're getting it like, nah, 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 instead of being really, really worried about it.
Right. Manette made an interesting comment. Johnson's son is in the military, and he said he didn't want his son in that war.
Is he? You mean the one that he has a contract with, so that they don't neither one of them watch I
don't know. But the problem is, if you let Putin take
Really?
over Ukraine, then he will promise, I promise you, he'll take on more. That's why he's hoping Trump would get in, because he can just do carte blanche and pick whatever nation he wants.
I'm looking it up to see what if Mike Johnson's son is in the military.
Right.
And you're right. Maybe that did come a little. Maybe that's what his wife, like, you send my son to war, I will never forgive you.
Right. Right. Grow Your Light is here. Deborah, the one that does these cards.
Oh,
She does a great job.
I love.
Okay, so thank you. So we answered about Iran, and we answered about I don't know why I always, you know what I keep doing? I want to call him Michael Douglas, which is the old guy that did you ever used to watch the Michael Douglas show?
I'm not sure. You're not talking about the actor in the movies, are you, Michael Douglas?
No, the Michael Douglas show.
I don't
But
think
there was
so.
also a Michael Douglas that, yeah. But his name is Mike Johnson. Okay. So, oh, hi, Jeff. Hi, Pisces. Thanks for coming. So, okay, do you had a question?
I do. So, I mean, my question was coming to Michael Johnson, the Mike Johnson, and all of his things that he was going to do. I just kind of wanted to throw a couple of cards to see if he's actually going to get in there and set the vote and get this done, because it's becoming critical. I mean, they're like, this is 911. It's time to get this money to them right here, right now. I was just wondering how that vote, if he's going to get it there. I think he does. I feel like
Well,
he's
they
going
voted to do the vote. So, and then tomorrow they're doing the vote. It'll go through. Based
because
on
of
the numbers, only 98 were against it.
Cool. So then we have after that. So we kind of I feel the same way on that. We have Comer. So Comer, have you watched the Raskin and Comer arguments?
No, Comer. Which Comer?
Comer, the guy.
Oh God, that cray.
Yeah, Comer.
I thought, well, come on, let's do it now. Let's do President Biden. Let's do it now. I'll be the first one to say, oh, you're welcome, Deborah. I'll be the first one to say, let's, impeach President Biden. And he had nothing.
Nothing. They can't get there. They cannot get there. They know that would be disastrous to pull the votes and then go and then set it onto the floor. They will fail. Absolutely. Okay. Comer needs therapy. That is exactly what they say.
Oh, and you know that Gomer is his name Gomer fits just fine. He's really kind of a whack job.
He is. I don't know if you want to read on him or not. If not, we can move to the women of Arkansas. Or not Arkansas.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move.
Not Arizona. Sorry, the women of Arizona.
You know what? Comer is a has-been. What state does he represent, or do you know?
Oh gosh, I may be wrong. Is it Louis? I don't know who. Somebody may know who Comer represents. I thought for my first knee-jerk reaction was Louisiana, but that may or may not be true.
And even his own family says he's a whack job. Kentucky. Kentucky. God bless Kentucky. They have to have something like that. I don't know if he's up for sale coming up, but
he really has showed how much he's just.
Yeah, Comer. I just want to take a quick look. See, I'll only do 3 cards. If Comer's going to win,
let's do that. Because Raskin has just made his life. Raskin and that other representative
did something. I can't remember his name.
I know. I can't. In my mind, always the name.
He's a go-getter too.
I love him.
That had family that had lineage that were killed in.
Yep. In the Holocaust.
Yep.
He really got to Marjorie Taylor Greene that day. But yeah,
Goldman is a good one too. Go Moskowitz.
Moscow.
Oh yeah, Raskin is such a doll. Even after losing his son, he still did his job. What a.
I'm
But,
afraid.
we do have some good humans in there.
Yeah.
Remember that, you guys. And there's people that are just putting out that magical light, because I'll tell you, I literally visualized Mike Johnson and put a white light on him and literally begged him psychically to remove that wall about Ukraine, that please help the people of Ukraine. And that's why I was so shocked. Suddenly his language changed.
Yep. I do want to read and see if Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to actually do the motion to vacate.
Oh, yeah, we'll look at that.
But for Comer, I think
Comer's got to run for his money. What did you get?
I got the 5 of Wands, and Kentucky is conflicted with him. But I got the 2 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles too. It's not like he's getting a whole lot of money from Kentucky. And then I get the 6 of Wands though. And that's says he wins.
So he could succeed, but barely. He'll barely succeed.
But they are conflicted. They're starting to infight about who he is and what he's doing and all that. So, but I don't know if it's enough.
I got some news right now to tell you guys. I will tell you beyond a reasonable doubt that what's his name? The lead in the Senate, McConnell. He's trying to put somebody else in there that thinks like him. A newbie coming in. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be what you call coming in. It's going to be a Democrat that wins his spot.
Really good.
Yeah. I don't know how come I got that, but I just want you to say, "Oh, thank you, Adelia. Look at this." Girl knows what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So that I just had to say that. Okay, where were we going?
So, well, we were just reading on how his race is going to be a little tumultuous, but I think in the end he probably will get it. However, let's read and see if we have all read that probably around May or June that the Democrats are going to be in charge of the House of Representatives. We've all come across that in one way or another, right? So I wonder if Marjorie Taylor Greene is literally going to start again to oust Johnson, and if this is going to be the downfall of everybody. It's a lot of more other people going, I'm out, I'm done.
Okay. Because a lot of people have already walked off the ship because they're tired of this. They're wide one, right? They have one extra.
One vote, and then, yeah. However, if they start the shenanigans again with Marjorie Taylor Greene doing it, and then Mike Johnson gets out, I don't know if the Democrats are going to save him. I don't feel, they're like, we want our guy in. Why would they ever vote for Mike?
Because they've told him if you work towards his
Doing
yeah. But I'm going to tell you something. I see her putting a thing forward, but not enough votes to kick him out, even with their own people.
I have the Knight of Wands. She goes forward, passionate, energetic. Whoa, sun, bring it to the light. I got the 8 of Swords. You're right. This is going to be her. It's going to tie her up. It's going to.
And listen, even Fox News is starting to talk trash about her.
Yeah, she will be put on the back burner. She's going to become a non-important person in her own party. Ooh. Wow. So the King of Swords. I mean, Mike Johnson is as much as a threat to this country as anybody else. He
was part of that insurrection. He's the
co-signer of
trouble. And if he had a meeting with Intel, they might even said to him, "Dude,
yep,
we do have something on you, and you will be arrested," and blah blah blah. But the president has said, if you do this for Ukraine, we will consider not pulling you down. That's what I got.
Well, I think you're right about that. I don't think that they'll ever get to a point where the Democrats have to vote for him. It doesn't look like. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has enough votes on the floor to oust him.
Okay.
So, but you never. I mean, things change because if Mike Johnson's Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sheila Roberts said that in the Republican whisper screaming match on the House floor, Matt Gaetz gets called Tubby. I thought they were calling Mike Johnson, but they were calling Matt Gaetz Tubby. Reported on Bulwark podcast. Oh, wow. So the question is, however this plays out, will Hakeem Jeffries end up being the speaker?
Let's read on that, because I tell you, something is up. It's like, okay, so here, take this. Okay, so Mike Johnson calls a vote. They get money for Ukraine. He's got about 10 people that he will piss off so badly. What if they walk?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is no stability in the Republican leadership right now at all. It could go either way. I don't know. There's something up. I just don't. I don't feel like the stability is to their favor at all.
Oh, and listen, by the way, is it Utah, Arizona that did that 1864?
Was it Arizona?
You see that they were head to head, Kerry Lake and that other guy, the Democrat.
Yeah.
Now he's ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure the people of the women of Arizona. I wanted to read on the women of Arizona and see where they're at.
Okay, but right now we're going to read on Hakeem, who's going to make a great. I tell you, he's going in there. We're just asking, is he going to go in before the November voting? Before January would be his formal.
I just saw the bottom drop out of the House of Representatives chamber. I literally just got a picture of the bottom just dropping out.
What does that mean? I wonder.
Like something topsy-turvy is coming. Like the bottom, there's no foundation. Something drops. And this is, I'm pretty sure, of the Republican Party.
There's some new beginning. I wouldn't doubt it, but probably he might even take over when the voting happens in November before he would actually do it in January. People are going to be fighting each other like demons with nails out. Oh, thank you, Mel.
Hi, Mel.
Mel's
I still need to do a
friend.
collaboration with him as well. I just have so many I want to go with.
I know.
So Hakeem, I just got read some on Hakeem, Hakeem, I think is how you say it. Courage.
Who's that? Who just speaks? I'm going to tell you, he'll be in the history books for the future of this nation. He is so cool.
He has to take a job. He has to do something in the future that it takes courage.
Okay.
And resilience, which is speakership. But he's in the future. In the Two of Cups, somehow, some way, he gets cooperation from two parties of somehow. And then I got the Page of Swords, where the mental energy and the motivation and the thirst of knowledge is what's motivating this change. And I get the Magician, the respect and the determination for the Magician. I don't know, that, like I said, there's something. I mean, I remember doing a remote view a while back, and I was like, the Democrats are going to play one of the biggest parts in this Republican majority, and that's exactly what has happened. The Democrats have played a huge part in their success or failure.
Right. Oh, Hakeem Jeffries is going to make it happen. It's just going to. I think Nancy Pelosi even realized he'll be even greater than her. That's what I'm getting.
I'm starting to feel with Nancy Pelosi that maybe her health, I don't know if you felt like that, but I think her health is kind of going.
I never got that.
I just got that like yesterday or the day.
Her husband, but okay.
Yeah.
So everybody say prayers for Jeffrey Stein. He's got some issues going on right now. He could use
Is Bob still here too?
Bob Nelson, are you still here?
I just wanted to say hello to Bob Nelson.
Yeah, because he said, do you ever have Sheila on your show? And I was like, Yeah, you and I used to do back in the old days, a lot of collabs. And you were up at, he was at Catskills. You were
Oh,
at Sedona.
yeah. I was at,
So he said, yeah. Oh, thank you, Ben's Chili.
there he is. I see him. Bob Nelson.
Oh, there's Bob. Hi, Bob.
Yep. Thank
So
you.
anyway, I said, yeah, let me call her because it's like, I need to get Sheila. Sheila and I need to do a collab again. So we'll keep it up, Bob. Well, next month you give me a date, girlfriend.
Very exactly.
Oh my God! Look what Kathy Rollins says. Hold on.
Paul Gosar just signed on to remove Mike Johnson. Oh no.
Oh, it's okay because they're nothing burgers.
Yeah, but
Not much to do about nothing.
Gosar is like a limp noodle. You can move him any way you want.
Do you know Lady G? I don't know her, but I've given money to her.
I've never collabed with Lady G, but apparently she's in the hospital and she's having some serious health problems.
Yeah, I saw she just did a recent video, but God bless her. We put love out for her too.
Absolutely. I know that I was on with Lena and Hogarth, I think last week, because she had given them permission to go ahead and fill her spot while she's doing this medical thing. And I know I've watched a few of those. So yeah, I just feel for her. Just, yeah, a love and light, lift her up. I always say you are more than welcome to use my healing energy.
God bless you. And the other one we need to pray for is Truth Warrior.
Really?
People are asking what's going on with her. I have no idea, you guys. I used to keep in touch with her, but there were so many things going on.
I didn't know anything about Truth Warrior. I don't think I've ever collabed with her either.
Yeah. But, and somebody, I just got a hit. I want to tell you guys the hit I got. I got a hit. Somebody said, is there an interim speaker before Hakeem? I got a hit. They'll attempt to take Douglas out, but they can't. Johnson out, but they can't do it. They just don't have enough votes. So it's like people fighting against each other. And it's like the Democrats are rolling their eyes and want to get some work done.
Yeah.
But even if they bring it up to vote, I don't know if they're going to waste time bringing it up to vote or whatever, but it's just one cluster, you know what.
So it's building. You ever just watched a volcano and the pressure and the pressure and the pressure and all of the stuff that goes on? There's so many intricate parts moving, and that's exactly what I see the House represented. There's so many intricate parts that are moving right now that at one point in time it's going to break. Yeah. Something's going to break through. But I want to kind of, if you don't mind, I want to go to the 12 jurors that have been seated.
Yeah, let's
I kind of wanted to see if there is a little, somebody who is there to jeopardize the thing.
Oh no, Truth Warrior is going through some voice to skull attacks, and she's suffering mentally, physically, and emotionally. She can't be around her daughters now. They're young.
Oh, yeah, they are very young. They're like, I remember when she was pregnant. What was that, 2 or 3 years ago?
Jake Latour is not running when his term is done. Breaking news. Who is he? Do you know who that is?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's probably a Republican.
Is he a Republican? Let me look him up.
Yeah,
Lateurner. Let's see. He's a Republican. He's Kansas City 2nd District. He's
what state?
He just joined the retirement. He's young, you guys. Jacob Andrew Joseph Laturner is an American politician serving the U.S. representative for Kansas 2nd District. He's 36 years old, and he's stepping down. Wow, guys.
When is he stepping down?
I don't know. Let's see if I can see.
Is he just not running again, or is he?
No, he's not running again.
His name almost says
re-election in November.
His name is messing with my mind. I keep on wanting to see Jack Lantern. His name's messing with my head.
Oh, and I got to tell you something. I was watching MSNBC yesterday. I think it was Nicole Wallace, and there's a guy on there that I like. But remember how I always teased about Trump with the accordion?
Yes.
And
Yes.
this guy said, every time you see Trump play the accordion, you know he's lying. The minute he starts playing the accordion, he's lying. Okay, let's go to your.
He's moving away from he's trying to move the guilt away from his chest. That energy of guilt. He's trying to move it away.
Oh my God, look at that. Wait, no, hold on. Look at this. Just saw the news update that it's tense in the courtroom and 2 potential jurors broke down in tears.
And we're dismissed.
I could not be a juror. I could not. I would just tell them, don't waste your time with me because I got a show. All we talk about is what a loser Trump is.
You know, it reminds me of that one movie. Remember that one movie, The Juror?
Yeah, it's been a long time now. I don't remember what it was about.
Yeah, it was just them. It was against the people, the gun manufacturer or something like that, Smith Wesson or something like that, and they had this case going, and they just literally terrorized the jurors.
Oh my God!
I'm pretty sure that this jury, once it gets going, they're going to be sequestered. I'm
sure they will.
They're going to be
okay. So let's take a look. What do you want to know about the jurors?
I just wanted to see the temperature of them, because when it gets to the point where they've already heard testimony and they're going in and they're deliberating, I can literally sit and see if it's a green light or a red light, which one is going to say yes, which one is going to say no. I kind of did that with the Shelvin trial, the cop who killed George Floyd. But I just kind of wanted to see where these jurors at. I mean, I feel more fear than anything else for these people. So
I see them doing justice. I don't see them allowing Trump to scare them. Okay, hold on. We got a couple of hits here. One juror said the woman testified that it would be impossible to render an unbiased judgment of a man she considers vicious, cruel, and devoid of human decency. That would have been me, you guys, and he would have had to hear it because he can't, and he won't be able to make any comment. And Mel says the judge will make a decision soon to hold Trump in contempt. And if Trump doesn't stop intimidating jewelers, they will put him in a separate room and he'll have to watch on video. That's what I said.
Exactly.
I didn't see them putting him in the pen or the pig pen. I saw them separating him and just letting him watch on TV and not allowing his phone.
The reason why they took his phone, so they gave him picture books to look through instead of his phone. Oh, I got the strength card right off the bat.
They know this is like something that will put them in the history books.
Yeah, and they literally
saying this guy is useless.
They are ready. They are ready to do their duty. And I also got the success of the people that are there, the strength of them. So they're just gonna have to literally start picking the strongest New Yorkers they've ever found in their life. And I think
I gotta tell you, ooh, girl. Okay, yeah. So they're stuck. They may have to really watch. I think you're right. They will end up sequestering them.
I think this is going to be so big and so that they're just going to, because what they don't want for the jurors to do is watch social media or pay attention to what is being said on the outside. Yeah. Because Fox News knows what they're doing.
But I also feel like some of them are being harassed by, like, even though they try. And Absolutely. I feel that some of the jurors have to be taken out or will request to be taken out.
Yep. That's their key. That's their way they're going to they're going to delay Trump is to literally because the longer it takes for them to get jurors, the more delay they can do. And I don't know how long they can get that done, but
Well, you see how he's so cruel and mean and
Yes,
stares him down. But you know what? I feel he tried to do that with the Jean one,
Carol.
the woman. Yeah. And there was even a Trumpster that was in there as a juror, but he voted him guilty based on the evidence. So my outcome for the jurors is it's really going to be a tough road.
Yeah,
But I got, like you, the strength card.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best thing that we keep on. We got to just keep on supporting them mentally, emotionally, and
Yeah.
of course, psychically, just to support the jurors right now, and give them comfort that they're doing the right thing. I mean, if I was there, I could be. I mean, I could literally get on there and be impartial. However, it's hard to be impartial when the evidence is right there.
Right. He goes out complaining about that judge that he can't go to his son's high school. Bull crappy. He did. The judge didn't say that. He
He
said,
didn't.
"We'll see." Thank you, Lupe.
He hasn't gone to any of his
He had,
children.
yes, they even showed a picture of his daughter, who he adores, standing there with her mother and her brothers, but he wasn't there.
He hasn't gone
And
any of them.
also about going to, I can't go to do my, events. They said he was getting real lazy. That they're not trying not to have him do events because he's such a whack
His
job.
rallies, yeah. Crap.
What
Well,
has anyone?
apparently, oh, the bond. Have you heard about the bond? I
No.
just had an update about the bond. The bond, the people who gave the bond for Trump in the Letitia
Yes,
James case,
Letitia James said it's fraud.
it's fraud. And now that the company that tried to do the bond now is in trouble.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I
So there's
love
not
it.
going to be a bond person out there that's going to put their name and their reputation out for Trump because he had to look in California for this one, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But this
So
guy works with foreign things and he got his money illegally. But
yeah,
let me tell you, was it Andre said we're looking from the middle of this month through May. It's really going to be rough on Trump.
yeah,
So
rougher than
that could be accumulation like this thing, and then you're going to find, yeah.
So
And
I want
also, I
to know.
feel his numbers dropping, so he can't brag that he's 30-40%. They just keep dropping.
I think so too. I think at some point in time, at some point in time, he's always has this base that just hangs on to his tit like forever, right? But at some point in time, the milk is souring. And that's why
Yeah.
they're dropping. The milk is souring. But I do want to know if Letitia James
Thank
gets
you,
a hold of
Scott.
some property. What do you think?
Oh yeah, let me take a
Yeah,
look.
let's check it. I think so because I did rereadings about a couple of weeks ago that it said, yeah, Letitia James he's going to lose some property. Well, then the bond came and I thought, oh, I got that one wrong. And then the bond is not right, and I'm like, oh, well, just let it percolate.
What's going to happen? What we were reading on just now? What is?
Is Letitia James going to be able to see some of
Yes,
Trump's
let's see
property?
what's going to happen. Ooh, next week I hear pop, pop, pop. So next week something's going on about this. Oh, aren't they supposed to have a hearing on this? Like the
Today
22nd?
or the 25th, 21st. I think
No,
it's
because
next.
the 21st is Saturday.
But see,
The 23rd is Monday.
in the meantime, what Letitia James has been asking for this company to give her all the information and then prove that you could do this. None of it they can't prove it. So whether they gave him 10 more days, I think, to come up with it.
Okay. What's going to happen with the Letitia James? I always saw her taking his stuff. So that's why I was surprised he came up with a bond because I always saw it. But obviously, she's waiting TikTok.
I know. It's like that's the same thing I did. I'm like, oh, and then
Master manipulator. He thought he could get past God on this one. He really thinks this. You know what? Don't stink.
He does. Well, he's been told that and been treated like that all of his life.
Yeah. He wrote something and he said, I don't have a racist bone in my, I'm the least racist person. And I said, yeah, the same man that took an ad out in a New York paper asking that young black men would be hanged, lynched.
Yeah. If he's the least racist, I'm the least white girl that's ever existed. And I have red hair and freckles.
There you go.
Not now, of course, But anyways, I literally got the Six of Cups, which is the family, and the Ace of Cups. So the institution, the family, and she's going after some big family jewels.
Oh yes, I love it.
Jewels.
By
And
the
I
way,
got
what are those cards you're using to let everybody know?
These are these guys. I don't know how to say the word. My dyslexia keeps me from saying it. Territorial, maybe.
Okay.
I got them off of Etsy. I get
Very
most.
nice, girlfriend.
Thank you, and I like them small because my hands are small, and
Okay.
so yep. But I got Justice with his stuff going away.
Oh yes, that's what I'm getting. You and I are getting. Look at, he's going to battle. He's going to battle, but they're going to jump in and take even something to do with a foreign country.
Ooh, maybe
Might
he's
be
going to
some money, because they're talking about taking Russia's money, which he's like pitching a fit, and giving it to Ukraine. That'll happen, by the way.
Good.
So
Good.
yeah, I will tell you guys Fortune's fate, and he will be the fool. And here's Biden laughing at him.
Biden is coming up with a lot of good stuff. He's been making me crack up.
Yeah. Oh, look at what Edie said. Where are you, Edie? Where's Edie? I can't stop laughing at 45's picture book his attorneys gave to keep him occupied. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. I mean, I used to do that for my little kids too. I used to give them something to keep them quiet and keep them awake.
Yeah. This is great, you guys. Okay. Did you have another question? I can look to see what people were asking here.
Let's see.
Oh, we've already answered this one.
So the big question is him being held in contempt. So okay, so we already know that they're moving towards giving him $1,000 fine. He's gonna blow past that. We already think, just like earlier we were talking about, that them probably moving him out of the courtroom and putting him into another room. Then he can.
I think that's going to happen, because I never quite saw jail, although he deserves to go to jail.
He does. So I don't know.
More like when we do your show next month, we'll look more, because we'll know where things are going, what the actual outcome, because he'll be found guilty. Does he go to a jail or an isolated place? Because there was a guy on MSNBC that said, this is a bunch of crock. Well, I don't know why people act all scared, because he's got Secret Service. They said they can isolate him and put him in a jail cell that's separate from everyone else. And the Secret Service just take turns, sitting outside the cell.
Well, my picture is Hannibal Lecter. Remember that movie Hannibal Lecter, where they put him in a glass thing in the middle of a thing with a whole bunch of guards? I'm kind of thinking that.
Yeah, I just know that, but I don't see him getting there. I don't know if his health will last. He might flip out or take off.
Yeah, there's two things that come in unison with me as well. Him being held accountable, I say yes, he's going to be held accountable. But the second one is I don't know if his health is going to sustain the accountability. Does that make sense? Without saying, right. It just doesn't feel like it's almost like once the point where they're going to start holding him accountable, he can claim dementia.
Oh yeah.
I'm dying, or
I felt like he was going to act a little more than what he is sick. That's what I felt. Trying to act like, oh, woe is me.
Yeah.
I need medical attention, stuff like that. People are asking about Lilac Lantern. The word I got is she's taking a station identification break, and she'll be back. So she's not horribly sick or anything. She's just taking a station identification break. A lot of readers need that. You ever notice that? Sometimes they'll just disappear. That might happen to me. Thank you, Leprechaun.
Yeah,
So
sometimes
will the
I do.
Boeing whistleblowers be safe from threats from the higher ups and CEO? I think they're going to be safe. I think all eyes are upon them and they're not going to be able to mess with them. What do you feel?
Yeah, when I look at the whistleblowers, they're very confident. Um, but I also tap into their emotions, and they're very um like panicky for some reason. They're
Well,
panicky.
yeah, they did kill that one guy. They
Yeah.
killed him. I'm telling you,
Yep.
no doubt about it.
Yep.
But let's see. We've got Leprechaun Alley. I love watching you ladies to get your psychic kicks. I start getting little pulses through my heart and my left shoulder. That happens sometimes when I watch other people.
That's
You
true.
ladies got me connected. Now I have a new toy. Oh, thank you. That was sweet.
Well, let's read. Let's do a little quick reading on it. If he's going to be held in contempt, just to see
Yeah. And
if
then
he's going to be held in contempt
I
of.
hate to say it, but we've already been on 45 minutes, girlfriend. I have another show at 10 I have to get ready for. But
I got you. Well, I have to be off camera by 11, so we're in the
okay. We're in the same boat.
same boat. I got a job where my hours are better. I'm home. My office is literally in my basement here, and I'm mobile around the town. So my
Oh,
daughter
that's
feels better.
wonderful. You deserve that.
So, but I do need to be off camera by 11. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to look at what are we looking at?
We're looking to see if Trump is going to be held in contempt, not punished, not
Definitely he's going to be held. I saw a psychic vision of the judge asking the jurors to leave out the courtroom and then turns to the attorneys and say, like, we got to do something with this puppet.
I get a lot of pages for some reason. You know what pages? I've been really confused about getting a whole bunch of pages. I don't know if anybody else is, but pages to me is the beginnings, immaturity, the guys that are fresh out of college trying to live life. You know what I mean? The brand new marriage, things like that. But I've got the page of cups and the page of pentacles. I think this is that they're talking about. They don't know because they don't know how to handle this because this has never happened before.
No, but he will be found in contempt. I don't know what the punishment is, but he will be found in contempt.
Yeah.
That was the question, and he will be found in contempt. And I will tell you something else. I'll step over that even a little further. He will be found guilty.
Yep. I got the Ace of Wands. They're going to. This is action. This is the top action they're going to do with the Ace of Wands. So, yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure it out too. They're trying because they have never had to deal with this before. So it's almost like they're rewriting a book of the playbook because they don't know exactly how to do it. But we do have some intelligent people that are rewriting the playbook. That's the important part to remember.
Yeah, and also he's always going to complain that he's innocent. Always. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter about this attorney. It was all a setup.
Everybody at Rikers is innocent too. Yeah. Anybody that's in jail or in prison or on death row, they're all innocent.
Yeah, the judge, he's still angry about what he said about his daughter.
I would be too.
He doesn't like this guy, but he has to maintain an equilibrium. So
yeah. Well, he has. It's with the judge. I feel his energy is, and he did upset him. Like, oh, you're going to come for me. However, the judge is like, I can use justice, and it will be the right side of justice to handle you.
Right.
He is very comfortable about his guilt. He's very comfortable about how he's going to proceed with a guilty verdict. He's very comfortable with it, and that's important to know.
Federal judge denies Trump's motion to stay. He always puts that up. Oh, I love it, you guys. So listen, unfortunately, we have to go. And we'll do again in May. Probably the first week, if you don't mind.
I would love to have a monthly collaboration.
Yeah, we'll do a monthly collab because you got your best friend here.
Yes.
Bob Nelson and everybody else. And look we have 2,433 in the room. How sweet.
That is so impressive. I'm so grateful for the following and for the support.
and the support, you guys. Thank you
You know,
so much.
I hit 20,000. I was so impressed with myself.
Oh, awesome, girlfriend.
I know. I
Oh,
was
be
like,
sure to go to, what's the name of your channel?
Celtic Tarot-Sheila.
Celtic Tarot-Sheila. Be sure to subscribe to her, you guys.
Yep. And we'll do this
Thank
again
you,
next month.
Water Lily, Dan, Aries, Sharon. I'm looking at all our, we got a lot. Butterfly Kisses,
Yeah.
Pegasus, Rose Blue. Good people. Sharon, Pegasus, I think I already said. Thank you, you guys, for monitoring and make sure the crays. Heart Center Tarot, how you doing, girlfriend? All right, love you all, and I'll catch you on the other side. Cheers.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, Linda.